now that we've put some basic information into our demo company New Corp, we can hop in and create the annual maintenance task for its home jurisdiction and cycle through that task to complete it and create the annual maintenance task for the following year. So when we come into the entity record, we're just going to want to navigate down to compliance under the general tab. Under compliance, we want to really focus on this card on the right hand side, where we want to enter in the entity's formation date, its next fiscal year end date, and then also its bring forward date. The bring forward date is simply its reminder date. So we have in some dates in here already. If we want to change a date, we can either select from the date selector, or we can enter in the date manually with our keyboards by year, month, day. So if this is a historical entity, we can type in a date in the past. So say this is a entity was created on May 11th. Then its next fiscal year end date is likely some point in December, but it can be any time. And then the bring forward date is the date we want to be reminded of to do this entity's annual maintenance for its home jurisdiction. So let's assume that this jurisdiction requires filing every 12 months. So we'll do 12 months from May 11. Let's give ourselves 60 days notice that it needs to be done. So that would bring us to March. So we would go in here and go to March 11, and that's when our next annual maintenance task due date will be set. So now that we have our dates in here, we can go to the bottom here, and we have two main buttons we want to look at. There is the compliance task. The task is a larger workflow item that will allow you to generate documents, keep track of the status, assign the task to people, create due dates, etc. The reminder is just a reminder. The task has due dates, so we can also use it as a remindering system. So you may want to create just the task, or you may want to create both. So we'll go ahead and create the task. We'll get a notice that it's being created, and we'll go ahead and create the reminder as well. So there we have our reminder as well. Just a quick note, if your entity is set to pending, you will get a warning here that you will not be able to create the reminder unless it's set to active. So you want to just make sure you're set to confirm there. So now if we go down to tasks, we'll see the new task that we created here. And this task will also be available in our home tab that will bring together all the tasks across all the different entities into one screen. But we'll just hop in here and take a look at this. So again, on our left-hand side, we have our navigation menu items. So we have here, this is the basic stuff, so we can set our priority. We can set who it is assigned to, so we can assign this item to other people in our team. We can adjust the due date. We can add in details and also leave tags if we want to search it a bit more effectively. Annual maintenance, this is where we add in all the information that is specific to this particular work item. So we have all of our dates here, and we also have dates for AGM and meeting dates. So all of these data points, as well as all data inside of the entity record, can be used for document automation. So we'll just go here and we'll add in some dates really quickly. We want to report our previous year. Obviously, you'd be putting a little bit more thought into these dates, but we're just here to demonstrate. So we can go ahead and hit save. Then if we had documents that we wanted to automate, we could select them from here and then print them from this area here. We are putting document automation into a separate video tutorial series because there is quite a bit involved there. So we will leave that to that series of videos. So what we can do here then is maybe we can just make this a little bit more specific. So we can say annual maintenance 2019 and then save that as well. And then what we can do is then we can use our statuses to manage where the work is. So if we've now started to generate documents, get things signed, started to file things, we can switch it to pending. And then that will update it to pending as well. Oh, I need to save it. In your maintenance view. And then when it's completed, we can either set it to complete here, or we can just go here and hit the checkbox, and we can just select our checklist here, and then we can then create the next year's annual maintenance task, so our 2020 annual maintenance. We can manage who is responsible for it and change that there. And if we want to, we can also change the bring forward or the reminder date. So we'll just go ahead and hit confirm. And then by confirming that, we will have set this to complete and created our new annual maintenance task. Just be aware it is going to take the previous year's title. So we might want to just hop in here and just change this to 2020. And then we're good. And then as time goes on, you will have a coherent list of annual maintenance and a record of who did it and when. So that is how we do annual maintenance. We can also do it from the home tab up here as well. So we can see we have the one we just completed and the new one for 2020, and we can run all the work in here as well. So that is a high level for annual maintenance. And we will tackle in the next video doing annual maintenance for foreign jurisdictions, or if you're in Canada, often called EP, or foreign qualifications.